You can't trust them, Mama.
What?
You can't trust
Hey everybody, I'm Yoko, and this is soon to be India. She's running late. She'll join us in a few. We are Her Words, Her Thoughts, and we have a special guest today. Her name is Nelly, Janelle, also known as Nelly to the rest of the world. She is a friend of the show, and a friend to me and India personally. And introduce yourself. Tell the people a little bit about yourself so they'll know who we speaking to today.
Well, hello, guys. Welcome. I am Nelly, Bar Nelly, and Janelle, as said, everybody knows me as. I am a mobile bartender. Hey, I'm just a socialite. And I am an open book.
We gonna open that book. We gonna open that book today, guys. So stay tuned. And as she says, she is a bartender and a mobile bartender. But tell them a little bit about where you started. Like like somebody might see this show and be like, she looks familiar. Where have they seen you?
I walked in the bar called the GS. I'm your local bartender. And that has been my life for the last, I would say, about 15 years? It is a sports bar that started literally 10 years ago.
Yeah, so it's like a local, I'd say a local LA, but mid LA spot where you can see a little bit of everyone in there.
When the world was open.
Yeah.
So, of course, I love hookah. That's why I keep picking this up right now. So... And I introduced that into my business as also doing that name when I do that service is Cocktail and Hookah by Barnelli. So I have a lot of little different things that I've done with myself where I have like certain t-shirt lines that I have created like little symbols and little liquor sayings. Mm-hmm. And I have the by Barnelli. So one of them, my favorite ones, I should have wore tonight, and it says "Namaste, bitches, have a cocktail."
Namaste is a yoga term.
Hello,
for you guys that don't know. But are you doing services? Like, where could somebody, if someone was getting married or having a secret party during these times, where could they find you? Party. Like, what's your contact?
On IG, it's my main platform.
And what's your name?
Nelly.
Mm-hmm. Is it any underscores?
Nope. Just BARNELLY. And you'll see my colorful little glass up there.
And they should just DM you and you'll get back.
DM. I'm there. Email is on there also.
Got it. After you guys see this, go visit her page. And she's going to do something special for us today.
Yes.
What are you making? What is it called? And tell us what's the ingredients.
Okay, so I did tell you I want you to try gin. Okay, so if anybody actually know me, I love gin. Gin is amazing. And a lot of people don't know that gin actually starts from vodka. Then it goes to the botanicals that they have to put into it that makes the whole thing turn into gin. It's a whole process. And voila. So even though people call me an old man because I like to drink gin, my bad. I love it. So I like to include it with a lot of stuff. So I really want you to try that today. I know we was going to do tequila, but fuck it. It's Tuesday. We're going to do a whole little gin shot cocktail. And it's going to literally be gin, a peach schnapps, little drizzle, and a mixture that I do, which is lemonade, strawberry, and pineapple. Even though, low-key, I am allergic to pineapple. I took my Benadryl. And I top it off with a little bit of champagne because I'm a bubbly girl.
For sure. Okay. I'm excited about these drinks.
Me too.
I mean, is this drink like a Caribbean drink or is it just a drink you just put together because it's your taste buds? Because you do have a Caribbean background, right?
I definitely do. Mm-hmm. And I would want to call it that, but I would call it a boredom.
Boredom?
Yes, because technically I'm so allergic to pineapples, but not pineapple juice.
Okay.
Weirdest thing. And I learned that when I went to Hawaii 12 years ago. I am allergic to the actual pineapple, but not the actual juice because it's so concentrated.
Okay.
So it doesn't affect me as much. So every once in a while, I'll play with it. And my son does not drink pineapple juice. So I got to remix it.
Okay.
So when I did it one day, he enjoyed it. So I had to do it again today. So I have a lot of strawberry mix, and I love lemonade. Lemonade's freaking amazing. And if anybody knows me, Gin.
So we're going to do gin today instead of tequila. I'm down with that. It's still clear, so it's not
It's
like
clear
too far
and it's a
from
shot
what we
and
used
it's
to.
Oh
not
my
a
God,
drink.
please don't think I'm done. Like
What?
Jessica Simpson when she was like,
Buffalo?
yeah.
Buffalo wings?
Because, like, you was about to say it was clear, and I was going to say it's actually blue.
but
it's okay. But it's not.
corrected
Did
yourself
you have
before
a
you
little
say it.
blonde moment?
I know, right?
I
Don't
did.
we all have them? Okay, so that's strawberry, pineapple, and lemonade
lemonade,
mix. Okay. So we talked about this earlier. Me and you normally drink straight. That's our preference. So we're just gonna do a little mixed shot.
You know, every once in a while, a little fruity tooty is okay.
Yeah, it won't hurt nobody.
One fruity tooty. So instead of triple sec that everyone knows and loves, I love peach schnapps.
Okay. And you just need like a little bit of that.
You need a drizzle.
Okay.
You just need, it's too fruity as it is.
So you don't even use the little measuring cup like in some like places I'll see them pour it and they be like,
You know what? To normal people, yes, I should probably do that.
oh.
But I'm a 1-2 count and a
It's from experience.
You like how our grandmas are when they make food, you know, like you don't need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They taste it a little bit and then add what you need to add.
They don't need to measure the salt.
Do I need to add more? Hold on, honey. Let me add a little more.
I think a lot of bars they have to measure, especially the hard liquor, so that they don't give you too much.
I feel like
they want to measure the shot.
But a lot of times when I do shots that's going to equal into a 3 count, I tend to do more.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a triple of a count that I would normally do. But I try not to.
But isn't it better to give the customer a little bit more if you're a bartender? Because then they're going to tip you more, right?
I mean, here's the thing. I had people tell me, can I have some more juice?
Oh. It's a bit too strong for them.
Here you go. Here you go. And I'd be shocked, and I'd be like, okay, everybody. But then people be like, everybody don't drink like you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, you know what, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm like, the stronger the better, but I guess everybody's not like that.
Hey, let me tell you.
And if
don't
you make it strong,
give me a shot.
And they start having a good time, they're going to come back, and they're going to spend money.
Or they might get too wasted and go home early.
So, give it a little shake. So
we taking this shot in one shot, Miyoko, right? We're not going to babysit because it's mixed.
Shot that I had in here.
Yeah, or no?
Or no?
No,
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink the gin. I'm gonna drink the gin. No, but you gotta top it with the champagne, don't you?
Exactly, honey.
She said she got this.
Okay, so we have the drink. Now we just gotta get topped.
We're gonna pop the bubbly.
We're gonna pop.
Bubbly. Let's go and smash.
So in a bar life, is there drama? Like bar against bar? Like rivals?
So y'all can have a reality show. Especially the GS.
I think
like, do they send spies into the other, like,
I think life should have a fucking reality show. Everybody has a something.
Yeah, true.
So we're gonna top this off with too little bubbly. But everybody has a bit of something. It doesn't matter where you go. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how you do things, because everybody feels like they could do something better. Mm-hmm. That's life. And that's how I look at it.
The most full one. I see.
No, I think mine is taller.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what are we toasting to?
Today, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday.
To
no tacos on a Tuesday.
Fuck tacos.
I love tacos and spaghetti. To a wonderful episode.
Hello.
Scaredy cat, you.
Because it's like a drink.
Girl, you don't shoot that juice.
It's really like juice.
Oh my God.
It tastes really good.
Oh I'm gonna sip on it.
Oh God, Jesus.
It's strong.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Oh my God. Anyway.
I don't know what's wrong with her.
I mean, like, she came late and she's okay.
Anyway, I'm just saying I got right to business.
Because you from Mississippi.
Late and all.
Because you from Mississippi.
Oh my God, in my curriculum.
Bubbly.
Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes. So we know a little bit who you are now. Okay, so you were just talking about bartending and you asked, is there drama? I want to know, like, one of the craziest things you've seen bartending. Like,
While working.
Yeah, I can imagine that, I don't know.
Seems like it'll be like
seen some shit, like,
I
something
mean,
crazy.
Because I do a lot of private parties. I've seen a lot of shit.
So what's the wildest?
Right.
Narrow it down to like something I was just like, what the?
Where you had to call all your friends, like.
I didn't call nobody. I was just like, I'm back up.
Oh,
Here's
tell
my-
us.
Tell me.
We can leave names out.
Or we can say leave them in.
The last part.
The last
The
party.
last party.
What happened? We want to know. A fight. What?
You guys know everybody that was there. Y'all was
We
in
did.
there.
Oh,
I think I know what
I'm
you
gonna just sip my
talking
tea.
about.
This ain't
I
even
couldn't
tea.
make it. I was just in tea and sip. I sipped it all. What
Girl,
happened?
some people came through the door and they didn't hit the lady and that was and I'm behind the bar.
So they hit the lady? Somebody got hit?
And I'm like, well, what's going on? And then they come to the back door. I said, the people locked it.
They
They
locked
bust
the
the window. They don't even know who I'm talking
Bust
about.
the window.
If they watch
Bust
the
the
show, they
window,
don't
bust
know
your
who I'm talking.
It's all right.
So I was like, it's time to go. I
Wow.
was ready to go. But I have been to a lot of situations where there's been altercations and fights and
Tell us one that's
Have a guy just ever been like, you are great, Nelly, and just took off his underwear and threw him in your face? Like what kind of? Because I know some of that is going on. It's got to be some rock star activity for bartenders.
Yeah.
Y'all not just back there pouring drinks.
Yeah.
Y'all be taking drinks sometime. They be buying y'all drinks.
The customers be loaded, and then you get a little buzz. It
let me tell you something.
crazy.
I could have been married 1,000 times.
Oh,
I done got proposed to so many times. I'm everybody's girlfriend. Oh, that's my boo. You
I
can't
can
talk to her.
imagine.
I'm like, who the fuck? So that's just why it's so hard for me to date in Los Angeles.
Because you see the real one.
Because no, I done got phone calls. So my homeboy was like, my homegirl at such and such could let us in. Da, 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 da. He was like, Nelly, Janelle, Camille Webb. I thought, you know, my whole name, huh? So the man was mad because I gave his friend privilege to come into the bar. I said, well, I didn't know that was your friend. But here's the thing, Los Angeles is small and I'm single.
Right. I
I
did
can
nothing
do
wrong.
what I want to fucking do.
I did nothing
single
wrong.
and ready to mingle.
Has anybody, like, not paid or tried not to pay or didn't have enough
Because
money?
they know you. Because they know you. Like, you the homegirl.
I done had the not pays and where I just was like, fuck it. I have paid before. And low key.
Like, paid for the customer?
I have. And
If you know them or just off the strength of the vibe?
only because I know
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Because they're too drunk and tipsy to remember to be like, hey, you have a whole balance with me. But you usually remember, but today you're on another whole level.
Yeah.
So I got you.
Will they get you back later? Or
They do.
Okay. So that's not.
That's why
not
they
too
got
bad.
Cash App, PayPal.
Yeah, I'm going to get it one way or the other.
They be like, Nelly, what's your Cash App?
What
There you
about, like, do you see guys bringing multiple girls to the bar? Like, maybe he's a regular, so he's with one girl this day, and then maybe his wife the next day. Do you see any of that?
Buying
And
her
this is
something.
when I be like,
Right.
Like,
I'm
oh,
down south.
hey. And you just be super nice.
I'm like the best homeboy girl you could ever have in your life. Okay?
You gonna hold the secret.
So, like,
Don't bring him. Hey, you bring a bitch to the bar. Hey, I have a whole. And I hope he doesn't watch this show. My old coworker, he used to have this thing. Okay, his initial is J.
That could be anybody.
it's a lot of
And
J's.
we
in
could've-
there.
That's perfect.
And we did a J special. So if anybody really watches Tits and Knows, they will know what it is.
Okay.
So he will buy one drink,
Mm.
and I split it into two drinks
Mm-hmm.
for him and the bitch. Because he would never just buy one drink for him and one drink for her.
Because he's that cheap or what? Or he's insecure?
She's not fucking... She don't deserve it.
So you don't want her to not have a drink, so you'll make it too?
No. That's what he'll ask for. And I'm like...
So what kind of drink is
What?
it? Can you tell me what kind of liquor?
It'll be a margarita.
Bye.
So they're sharing the shot. Whatever the amount of tequila, they're sharing.
So you have to think about it. The half cups are short.
Mm-hmm.
You fill every cup with ice.
Right.
Ice makes a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand it. And to everybody that wants to always say, I don't want all that ice.
Mm-hmm.
Ice
You're
helps you.
getting the same amount of liquor.
You're getting the same amount of liquor. Ice helps you.
I've had bartenders tell me that. Like, you're still getting the same amount of liquor. Bitch, I know. I don't want that much ice.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Fucking drink before you get wherever you go. That's how I be. That's what I really want to be saying, but I don't say it.
Right.
Because I was told my mouth get me in trouble. So I try not to say what
I don't know. I
really
feel like
wanna
there's
say.
something crazier that we're not remembering. Like, you ever seen somebody like
No, girl, that
fucking
is
or
stupid
like?
as fuck. That right there is dumb as hell.
No, that's
No,
crazy.
no, that is crazy.
He's splitting the margarita.
That's ridiculous. You need to be at home. You shouldn't
Yeah,
be
you
dating.
should be taking her.
You
Yeah.
should be dating.
He has I call it the, fuck, I don't want to say his name.
The
No.
J special.
What's his last?
needs to
You know
be
his last
ashamed.
name? Give us his last name
I can't
initial.
do it. But we used to call it his special, the J special.
Terrible.
So as a bartender, do you get people or guys that like guys or girls that try to come on to you because they feel like you hook they drink up so good? It's like, oh, she must.
Right.
She feeling me like she
Let me
she
tell you
cool.
something. I
She
don't
like
look
because
nuts.
you making a drink extra strong or you give them a little bit extra. You be looking out.
The thing
Because I
about
feel
it
like I
is,
hear that a lot from guys. They be like, oh, she cool. She be looking out. Like, but what does that mean? Maybe she just
Right.
that's how she make her drinks.
so I don't never per se look out for a person and hook them up. However, if I pour a little bit too much, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line. But there is time that I have certain people that I be like, oh, they cool. I had a conversation with them. They're cool. I will buy a drink for somebody because being a bartender, you could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
And to me, when you do that to a person, that brings a person more to you and closer. And then you build like a little weird ass friendship or a friendship or whatever you want to call it. And to where you can be like, hey, that person does look out for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll do that. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem putting my extra little dollars in there, especially if I have a great night.
Definitely.
Don't
I
have a
understand.
problem.
I like it. Okay, so let's do a little round of this or that. Don't give it too much thought. You gotta choose one or the other. Everything's hypothetical here.
She got me choking.
We're gonna all answer it though, but you're gonna go first because you're our guest. You have that honor. So, would you rather being cheated on or cheating and getting caught?
I don't really know how to answer that question because I have not been in a relationship in 12 years.
And how many years? Say it louder for the people hearing.
12 years.
12 years.
And I have always, literally, and I hate to say this, but I would proudly say this, I've never been faithful ever in my life.
Oh, okay.
I've never.
Okay.
I've tried it for probably 2 or 3 weeks or a month or two with the person that I was with, and the last person I was with, and I had a whole kid with,
Okay.
I was faithful until a certain point.
Why?
So 3 weeks.
Why? What was the certain point? What got you to that certain point? What was the certain point? Do you not
paying attention?
Something he started doing that he wasn't. Whatever he started doing, he stopped doing, huh?
When I'm a person when you stop giving the attention that I clearly need.
Right. What do you expect?
I would jump.
You leave.
Okay.
I'm in a whole nother because when I met the person I was with, I pretend to be a different person that I wasn't.
Okay.
Because I was a person that I thought I should have been, but I was never me. And when I discovered who I should have been after I had my child, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, I need to be me. Like, I miss going outside.
And how long were you, quote unquote, not being you? Like, what span of time was that?
Before
About a year.
Okay.
About a year or two.
Okay.
And then I decided, I was like, fuck, bye. I can't do it. I'm over it. Have a nice day. I can't do it no more. Like I could not have pretend any further. And I call that my little acting skill because I was a great actress. I was a great actress for years.
And what do you say to that girl who? What do you say to the girl or the woman who is is the woman that you used to be, like trying to put on something, playing a role, and maybe so much where they start to believe it and they can't leave. Like, what would you say to inspire them to like tap into themselves and feel liberated and shave their hair off and, you know?
Girl, I could get to that point of that hair.
Go sleep with a whole football team.
We're gonna bring that up. We're gonna bring that up.
You know, like
it took me realizing that wasn't me.
So it's like a light bulb moment.
It was like a ding. It was when you went through my phone. I was asleep. You woke me up. I hate when people do that. It didn't happen twice in my life.
Insecure.
At that time, in that moment, I had to realize who I was. Because I wanted to be in a relationship so fucking bad because I was alone. And I felt like I had so much great qualities as a person that why nobody want. And I feel that way right now. Because I feel like I'm the best.
But being how you said that you're not made to be monogamous, do you think that you want a relationship still because of the quote unquote the way that it should be, or you want a relationship on your terms? Like if I did it again today, I would be open and honest, and it wouldn't be a traditional relationship, or you would do the traditional route again today?
It would definitely be non-traditional because I don't believe in marriage. That's one of my things. I want to believe in it, but I don't.
Okay.
And I believe in being in a relationship with a person, and I think when you're in a relationship with a person, that's a fucking marriage any fucking way. You are sharing shit. You're sharing a lot of shit. The only thing that disadvantages you from being in a marriage is something happened to that other person. You have shit to do with that person.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So I just don't believe in it.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't so gung-ho on let's get married. I was at one point. But then when I realized, no, I don't want that. But I want something that makes some sense. And if it's not going to make sense and you don't trust it, you don't trust me anyway. So why the fuck am I here?
Yeah,
why are we doing this? And I'm going to say my word I say every day, fuck them kids. Kids don't got shit to do with it, and I'm so tired. No, I'm here for the kids. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. They got feelings, and you got feelings too. You need to subtract your feelings from your kids' feelings, and your kids need to subtract their feelings from your feelings. I have a 21-year-old and I have a 14-year-old. And I kid you not, I tell them to their shit. My son be like, you get on my nerves. Come and fuck you. It's me day.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. You had your day? I gave you your day. I rode you and I took you I Ubered you, I drove you. I did everything you asked me to do on your day.
So do you think the cheating thing, it doesn't, like you said, I can't relate to that, like the being cheated on or whatever, it doesn't ring true to you like that because how you moved around, like you cheated, so if somebody cheats on you, it won't be the end of the world devastating for you, or it will be?
No, it's just like a stab in the back, like, bitch, okay, you may be cheating on too.
Or you already have been.
Yeah.
You just didn't know.
Of course.
Of course?
I have a fun cheating on story that happened years ago.
Are you cheating or somebody cheating on you?
No, they cheated on me, but the person they cheated on me with, they went and had a threesome with.
Behind your back?
No.
What do you mean?
A threesome.
Y'all had a threesome and
so they had
cheated with the person that they had the threesome
came
with.
first?
No.
Oh, you're quick. Wait, explain. I'm confused.
They was with somebody that was willing to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. And he was still so in love with me. And I knew that. And I took advantage of that. But I know he was with her. The same person he cheated on me with.
So y'all were together first. He cheated on you with her. And then they got together.
And then he asked me to have a threesome with them.
Oh my gosh.
He asked you and then you consented.
I did it.
Okay. See, that's weird because
why did you consent? Was it like a empowering thing? Like, yeah, you thought you thought you could get over me, but you really can't get over me.
Because you can't get rid of me.
Hello? The fuck? Come right here. You cheated with my man. You was with him. You knew he was with me. You knew that.
Get back.
So wait a minute. So there was no anger with her as far as like.
She was very angry.
No, I mean you. Like at first when he cheated with her.
No, it was not anger because I was like, you know, I did my stuff in the past.
Okay.
He found out, so that was my get back, and I accepted it. And it was. And then, do I regret? He is one of my persons. I honestly do regret the way that. Yeah.
But he did it too. So.
But he did it after her though.
He did it because he. I started.
It ain't no so. She started.
No, I started it.
But he did it too.
She set the tone.
Did he know that you did it?
Yeah, she got caught. That's why she
got caught.
She said, "I did my stuff."
I did my shit because I was not ready. At my younger age, I was one of those people that. Even in high school, I didn't believe in being with one person.
Why? Because are your parents together? Yeah. So what, like, if
no, they were separated.
Okay.
My dad,
I'm surprised that the girlfriend was down for the threesome, because I would think that she would feel like, no, you're mine now, and wouldn't want the threesome, so she was cool with it.
She did everything you said.
Forget you lying down.
So the vibe during the threesome wasn't like jealous, her being jealous or territorial. She was like,
I got to do
to
this
please him.
She probably thought it was gonna win him over though too. Girl, you thinking like if I do that, he gonna really wanna.
And for me, he was like, I won.
It's like he doing all this in your face.
Oh, and you gotta just eat it. Damn.
Hello.
Wait, so what about you? The question: would you rather getting cheated on or getting cheated and caught?
I'd rather cheat and get caught.
Yeah. Because I just hope that
I just hope, and I'm just gonna cry like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I did that, but I do not want to be cheated on. I've been cheated on. It's the worst feeling ever, world, right? And no matter how old it is, it just still feels new. I hate it.
So what if the man gotta live with that feeling? If you cheat on him, it's like he's a man, so he can take it.
I mean, I feel like he a man, so he should.
Oh my God.
I'm joking.
I'm pretty sure
you know, because some people ask that question of,
I don't know.
Why do you cheat? And to me, if anybody asks me that, I cannot rightfully answer that. Because I don't know why. Because I don't have a reason. Like, even if you do the fucking world, you gave me the world. Like, back then, I couldn't. But if somebody was to do that right the fuck now, it'd be a whole nother story.
So you're saying you wouldn't cheat? I'm confused. Because you said you're going to cheat. So you're saying...
Not now.
Oh, not now.
Bitch, I'm old as hell.
So you don't have the energy for all that.
So you answered from a younger version.
39.
You answered from a younger version.
That was a younger version.
Okay.
Everything of me, if I'm talking, has been a younger
your past experiences.
Yes.
Okay.
Because now you different. Okay, but what about you though?
Okay.
What would you rather? You want to be the cheater or you want to be cheated on? You want to be the cheater and get caught?
That's hard because I feel like a man is not going to forgive you as easily as a woman would.
And that's true, and I hate that.
Yeah,
it's
not fair.
But maybe that man, when you wasn't supposed to be with him anyway, maybe he was slacking in something. So it's kind of I just sped up the process because we was on.
It's possible, or it could not be. It could be that he is a good man, but
wasn't good enough.
Not even that.
Because if you're a good man, why would you cheat on him?
That's not true, though. Because like what you said is that in your younger self, you just didn't see yourself
You didn't see the thing that needs to grasp what you need.
So then we need to be specific.
No, it's
we doing this when we younger. We doing this when we old. Because it is a difference in our. It's a shift in our mindsets. So what I would do when I'm 20 is not the same thing that I would do when I'm 35. It's a shift there. So current day, I can't sit here and answer that question without speaking from two different perspectives.
I just feel like we be looking for, I'll speak for myself, I'd be looking for perfection. And for me or you to say like, maybe the person wasn't who he was supposed to be. Not necessarily, maybe he wasn't perfect, but nobody's perfect. So am I going to use that excuse to cheat? I still shouldn't have cheated in a hypothetical situation. So I can't blame it. If I ever were to cheat, I can't automatically say, well, you must have cheated because he wasn't doing X, Y, and Z. No, maybe you just wasn't supposed to cheat.
For me, I would.
Okay, so then that's the case. So if a man cheated on a woman, that means that woman always was lacking something. That woman
I mean,
always
as much as we hate
didn't
to
do what she was supposed to do.
as much as we hate to accept it, I believe that. I believe when I cheated, because I have, it was because the relationship had got to a point. The relationship had got to a point where it wasn't drama or like chaos every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But what did come, like what did arise, it was enough for me to be like, I started to doubt some stuff. At first, I didn't doubt.
Right.
So if I don't have no doubt, I don't have no reason to look for something somewhere else. The minute I start to doubt and question stuff, like, you supposed to come now, you got a flat tire 2 weekends. When things start happening like that, it was kind of like, I might be getting played, so I should probably do something. And out of all the year, I did something one time. I did it, and I can honestly say I did it because I felt somewhere I was being shortchanged. Had I not, I'm not giving nobody the opportunity to come in and cheat. I'm not gonna give you my number or nothing. I'm gonna be like, I'm in a relationship.
Okay, I think that's specific to you, but I don't think that's everybody.
Everybody's different.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. So this is another this or that. Would you rather find out that your man has a long lost, this is funny that you mentioned that because this is kind of related to that, a long lost child that you didn't know about or a long lost wife that you didn't know about? Which one would you rather?
I'm trying to think. Have I found out you get it?
Like maybe he had a kid and maybe even he didn't know.
Are we together when he finds this?
Yeah, y'all together and he has either he finds the kid or he knew about the kid and hid it from you. Either way.
My issue has always been girlfriends and wives.
Okay. Yeah. So which one would you think is worse? A kid or a wife?
Both.
You have to pick one or the
other. A wife is worse. A wife is worse.
Okay.
A wife is worse. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a kid is a kid.
Yeah.
You can't deny a kid. I cannot deny a kid. I love kids. Even though I hate them at the same time.
And maybe she kept the kid away from
And I would say fuck them kids on a quick moment. But
you said it already.
I'm gonna say it again because I say it all the goddamn time. Fuck them kids. I love them, but fuck them.
So the wife is worse.
The wife is worse. A kid would never be because a kid is not.
It's innocent.
They're babies.
What if it's like he's married, but he's married legally, but they've been separated. He just never told you.
No, like with his situation, he had.
If she's giving parties still, they're not separated.
No,
I don't hear nothing about separated nothing.
No. He's not separated. They just have a weird marriage.
Probably an open one where she like he told you he pays her bills too, and she's down for it. That's crazy. She's
sickly. And she cannot do things that she cannot perform her marriage the way she needs to.
Oh, physically. Oh, okay.
So he goes out.
So she probably allows.
She's okay with that, but he does not disclose that when he fucks with people. And I tell him, past me, you need to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I wasn't the only one.
You gotta give people a choice.
Honey, I went through so much shit with that nigga. So much stuff with him. It was so much stuff. I went through I was the main side bitch that everybody in the streets knew about. But it was side bitches after me.
Oh, Lord.
But
he had that much energy and time, and that's a lot.
A lot, and he had it.
I
was the main one, and then it was side ones after me. So it was like side after side after side.
It's like when you go to the store or market and you get like a meal, you got the main dish and you get the side.
Yeah, and then you add a coleslaw to your fucking macaroni.
So you're saying
and you discover you don't like coleslaw?
You're saying the wife is worse. I would say the wife is worse too, unless it's like that situation where they're married but have been separated for so long. But I feel like if it's a true separation, it would have been a secret.
Right, he would have told you.
He would have told me, like, I'm telling you married, but I haven't seen
I know a lot of married
people.
people. I know a lot to this right now, this second. I have a really close friend that where he is, they live in the same house. But they do not invite their other people that they deal with, but they still live in the same house in separate rooms.
Oh, I don't believe
that. Do they sleep together?
No.
Not one. She said they stay in separate rooms. I don't believe that.
No,
if I met a man,
but that's it's her
to
true
be honest,
friend.
so this is my friend. Right? So like, I know.
So what is the reason?
That they still live together because it's too expensive.
There has to be a reason.
That's always everybody's.
Is it like kids and stuff?
No, it's money.
It makes more sense for us to stay here and share it.
No, we got to figure it out. That's not a. I mean, like, come on.
Everybody
more than that.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Everybody had a desire to figure it out.
Everybody
likes
not
having sex at all.
No,
they going to.
Everybody likes where they live.
Okay. I
So
guess
if
probably
I-
comfortable.
You're comfortable as a motherfucker.
Okay.
Because
Let's go to the next
I'm
one.
going-
I can't be comfortable like that, honey.
No, that's too comfortable.
I can't.
Okay, so are you more likely, one or the other, have sex on the first night or sex after 3 months?
First night.
That was easy. What about you?
3 months.
3 months?
What, bitch? You should have said 2. What the fuck?
No, that would be too easy.
I'm sorry.
You're telling your truth. You're telling your truth. No
I done talked to her
judgment here.
vagina.
It's gonna feel like
Sorry.
a version again.
Definitely first night for me. I don't aim for the first night, but if I'm up against 3 months, I'm never waiting 3 months.
You
so,
know, 3 months will pass by so
First
fast.
night, I'm
No,
sorry, I need to know
theoretically,
what
it
you're
sounds
working
good,
with,
no.
and I need to know what I need to do with.
Theoretically,
But
it's
that's when I was
possible.
on.
No, of course it's possible, just not for me. One night is not what I aim for. I kind of like feel away. I've done it, of course, and I always feel away like, oh my God, what if he thinks blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm going to have to first night and hope that it works out. I don't know. 3 months is a long ass time. I'm falling in love too fast.
Right.
I be needing to know what it's working with. So yeah, that's the one.
I need to know what I'm
Okay, so let's do the next one. So, no sex for a year or no head for a year. If you had to choose.
No hair for a year.
I can
Okay.
go with both, actually.
You do it both?
Right now, I'm in my world right now. I'm
Mhm.
in
How long has it been?
a couple of weeks.
I was about to
Girl,
say,
you are not there.
so I was about to say, so why the other question, the previous question, you said 1 night instead of 3
She
months.
said 4
If you can go a year with neither, then you can go 3 months. Because in 3 months, I know for sure I'm about to get it.
I can go if I really truly want to, but I'm in a whole path right now. Then I'm good.
A whole path? Like a
A
hoe?
whole path.
Oh, okay.
Wait, like a whole path or a whole?
Whole.
Like I'm a hoe.
Whole.
Like a
No,
hoe.
whole, like a whole.
Oh.
I'm not a hoe no more.
Oh, okay, not a whole path. I'm like, not a whole path, a whole path.
whole
Okay,
path.
A whole path. I'm not a
Got you. Making sure I'm
I'm
understanding.
not a hoe no more.
I'm trying to pull cards.
Hey.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Hey, I'm a rapper.
Can you go
Got
down
you.
low?
But however, no,
That's funny.
I will honestly where I'm at right now.
So then you would do the sex for no year. Where you at right now?
I can't do that because I'm not into guys anymore.
Okay, we were gonna get there.
So
We were gonna get there.
and
But sex can be with a woman or a man. When
exactly,
I
but
say sex for no year.
it's hard for right now. I feel like it's hard for me to meet women because I attract more men than I could be a walking fucking rainbow. It does not fucking matter. I get hit on by a man every day. An older man. My fucking mailman. Goddamn, he gets on my nerves.
He's not giving up.
Then niggas start putting my mail in early.
Oh my God.
Well, we know
I
you
want
got
my
your. We know you got your stimulus.
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
I still ain't got mine.
My toe is at
What's your mailman name? I'm gonna send him
He came to the
Valentine's Day card.
He came to the fucking box yesterday. I said, "Turn that light off. I can't do that. It's a shiny light on your face, sir. What do you have
He
in your hand
rerouting his route.
for apartment D?" I said, "You ain't got it. Okay, I got it. Bye."
A bunch
Then
of
I'm like-
bills. Okay, so you jumped right into it. I was going to ask about that. So let's talk about that a little bit because you mentioned that you said lesbian, but then you said bisexual. We all know that there's a difference. So what are you attracted to more as far as sex? Women, men?
As of
Don't say both
right-
are equal.
Or what's
Thank
the
you.
attraction? Like, what attraction?
As of right now, more so women.
Why? Because you've been hurt by guys. Is that a stigma?
It's not even a hurt.
Because I grew
She
up.
said she don't give a fuck.
No, I
She
grew
be
up.
treated
Look, let me
too.
tell you. I grew up believing, and it could be like I put this in my own mind. That
Really?
yeah, seriously, that most girls who go towards girls because they trying to avoid guys because they heart been
You
broken.
got a bar on the show. I can count my cut.
Yeah, that they heart been broken so bad to where they go to women. And then in my
No.
mind, but let me tell you, my rationale is that, I've seen some girls that look like like guys, and they like cute. So it's like
like
whole
Young
thing is
and May,
like,
you said she was cute.
yeah, I think she cute. So it's
Oh,
like
that's
one of
my
them
baby.
things,
In my
right?
mind.
So it's
I feel
like.
like she'll treat you like a nigga would, though.
But that's my whole thing. So if you look at a girl like
So-
her and she attracted to most people,
Okay, so
she gonna play you like a guy. So why y'all going to guys?
So-
And when you talk to girls, like, are you just into girls or like they use
I
like
am
dildos and stuff? Like what's going on?
to whoever is
I know. I
into me.
gotta get them.
Who's ever into me.
Okay.
So it could be a stud or it could be a completely like I'm learning the whole fucking language right now.
Are you new to
It's
this
a lot
world?
of
You know
terms.
what? I'm not new to it, but I'm new to the language.
The language is changing. The language is new to us.
Yes.
These
So,
words were not
like
in
I'm like,
even
what
5 years
the
ago.
fuck?
Pansexual.
Pansexual.
Poly
You
this,
have a stud stem and
Mhm.
this and a that and a
and
blah blah
cis
blah.
or non-binary.
A bi and a
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot.
bis have always been there, but I feel like I consider myself more of a lesbian, more so when I'm dating, just dating straight, just a female. But then when I'm not with them, it floats. So I could be with a man,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's more of it was a pleasure and done and done.
How long have you identified as a lesbian?
I have about a year.
Have you ever been with a girl and cheated on her with a guy, or been with a guy and cheated on him with a girl?
I've never.
Okay.
Do you think a guy would be mad if you cheated on him with a girl?
No, because guys are dumb, and I'm tired of guys saying I'm a lesbian too. That shit's annoying as fuck.
That's
Oh,
they
Can y'all
say.
hear me?
They say
Can you hear me?
I'm a lesbian too. Like,
Oh
I'm
my
old
God,
ladies
like,
and like
girl.
women, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
God,
that's so
weird.
stupid to me. And like I get that all the time, and it's very annoying.
Yeah.
And so I, at the point where I stop identifying who I am, I don't know what I am.
Mhm.
Right now, I'm not dating anyone.
Okay, so you're open.
I'm open, but at the same time, I don't want a guy.
Okay, so speaking
But
of
that's
open,
what comes to me.
I have the perfect question for you as far as being open. This is a little scenario.
That's all.
Okay? So, listen to the scenario. I'll give you some options and tell which one you would choose. So, you meet a woman at a bar.
Mhm.
She's attractive and she's super into you. The vibes are cool. You guys chilled and had drinks all night. She says she would text you the next morning. On the phone, she tells you she has something that's important to tell you, but she doesn't know how you're going to take it. She proceeds to tell you that she's a trans woman. She does not have a bottom surgery at all. So, do you A, say that's cool and continue to get to know her? B, get upset that she didn't tell you up front? Or C, kindly end the call because you're not interested?
Interesting. I don't know. Like, it's so much more. It will go in the conversation because what people don't understand was like when you talk to individuals and people
Mm-hmm.
of any sexuality, they are very open to who they are. And if a person is that way, like, I still take dick. I don't want
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
I still take it, but I don't want it. But I still
It
take
seems like the perfect
So-
combination. If you're bisexual,
Oh,
she
yeah.
still has the penis.
But that's
so,
But you have a whole
yeah,
feminine look
because
of
when
you.
in this scenario, when you met her,
Yeah.
you had no idea. So you
Exactly.
thought it was a
So
woman.
there's a lot of people
She's
like that.
presenting like a woman.
Yes.
And you thought she was attractive, the vibes were cool. If she didn't tell you, you wouldn't have known. So
You
she
wouldn't have
tells you, at that point when she tells you, are you open to explore? Or are you like, mm-mm.
And the weird part about me, I'm more of an explorer person. I hate that about myself because I'm more of a.
That's not bad though.
And I hate that because I'm like literally like a. Like
You're
I said to you,
curious.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I'm open
Okay,
to
I've
what.
never done this before, but like, let's
Fuck
see,
it, let's
like,
go. I'm
you
doing
know,
it. Let's go. Do I like it? Do I want to do it?
right.
Do,
But
I'm
I already
okay with
met
it?
her and it seems cool, so let's just
Yeah.
see.
And
But is that an open book or is that like is that pressure?
It's not
You feel like
pressure. You're open to dealing with what you normally wouldn't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So you're okay with doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're okay with doing that, fuck it, let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I like, so this is what people forget. You like a person for you, like, prime example,
Mm-hmm.
the person that called me earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I got you back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a great person. But at the same time, he knows where I'm at in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to fuck with him that way. But he loves being around me,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like a mother then to him. So it's like, okay, come over. I'm gonna feed you. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have fun.
You give him a little pussy? Is that
You
what
don't
fun
think
is?
that's misleading?
Oh, that's not
That's
fun.
misleading though. Why are you doing that? Because you
No.
know he like you in a different way.
I do, and I
And
tell
then you
him.
doing all of that gonna make him like you more.
But here's my thing. I'll tell you what the fuck it is. So you know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm. That's a grown-ass man.
You make your own fucking decisions.
Absolutely.
Everybody makes your own decisions.
I agree. Okay, so when the guy, what we were talking about, when the guy comes over and he can't get any sex, he's cool with that? Like he just sleeps in another room and it just, he
No,
doesn't
go to fucking sleep. Niggas on.
Does
Here's
he
the
try or it's
thing.
like...
I don't let nobody in my bed with street clothes.
See?
So if you have your street clothes on,
That's her model too.
I got a whole chair on the side. Sit on the chair or on the carpet.
So that excuse works every time. He doesn't like, oh, I'll just get in the shower, and he doesn't try to make
You
it
can
work.
get in the shower and shower yourself up. I hear thing, nothing's going on.
Take a shower and go to
Here's
bed.
the thing.
Because at that point,
Okay.
I can't sleep.
Mhm.
Because you're in my world.
Mhm.
So my brain is up and it's not going to go to sleep. It's not going to go, it go to sleep for like 10 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever seconds or however. And I pop back up. Okay, you got to go. My baby's about to wake up.
Okay.
Nobody
Got
can see you walking.
Okay, so this is one or the other. In a relationship, are you more dominant or submissive?
Okay,
I
so
feel like I know the
I'm
answer, but I want to hear it from you.
very dominant.
Okay.
But I was told I need to be more submissive. And
I can see you being submissive. I think at
Something
face
that you told us, off camera, it sounded a little submissive to me.
No, I have
you
to be
come
at that
off
point.
dominant, but when if I know you, then you are submissive.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. You said it both.
So which one are you? More dominant or more submissive?
Oh, I think it depends. I think I would say I would want to be submissive into it.
Not want to be. What are you? Yes, one or the other.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you.
I'm claiming I'm submissive.
Okay.
I'm putting that into the atmosphere.
Jeez.
What are you?
I would like you to answer for me because you know me.
Dominant.
You've seen me in different
She's
relationships.
definitely dominant, but you know,
I'm bossy.
but you're not right. You dominant, but not to the
I don't
point
think I
where
am.
you dominant, but not to a point where somebody like
I
you.
feel a
It's like
mixture.
you can't tell the role. Like your man is your man, and you are who you are. But like you
I can tell
dominant
the
in the sense,
difference.
like if we
Yeah,
in a setting,
it's like
you
a
gonna make
balance.
sure he's straight. Whatever
Yeah.
needs to be something, like it's like, oh, where is that? Oh, get that. Like you gonna make sure. So it's
Like if your drink not right, no, I'll just drink this. No, you're not gonna
yeah, I'm
like,
to get that back. You
Excuse
gonna
me,
be that.
ma'am? Yeah.
But you do
Sir.
you
Yeah.
get that you're the woman and you get that he's the man.
Yeah.
So you don't overpower him
Mm-hmm.
or overshadow him, but
Mhm.
you are dominant though.
So you would have to say dominant over submissive.
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
I
thought you were gonna say
you heard me say
submissive.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
That was the
no.
conviction.
You are
I
not
thought you were gonna say
submissive.
submissive.
Heck no,
Okay.
because even in your submissive self, because even when you like, well, if you like say you want to do something nice, like okay, but if you need some, you still gonna throw something in. But I still don't see why we couldn't. But okay, but if you want me to do that, I'll do it. Like you
That's
still throw
manipulative.
something in there.
Well, don't tell nobody that but me. Okay, cool. I got you. I agree with you. You know me, so I can't deny it. Okay, so a little on a lighter note. Sex on the balcony or sex in the shower?
Both.
Oh, the balcony. I hate sex in the shower.
Why?
Slippery.
It's not
dangerous
cool.
zone.
It's not.
Girl.
It dries you out. Like you would
Yeah, it
think
does.
naturally in your mind, if you just think you
Does
would think that the water adds to everything. It really does not. It takes
No, it
away
doesn't.
from it. It's uncomfortable. I hate it. Ugh.
I don't hate it, but it does dry you
I
out.
hate it.
Interesting.
I can't have the water running on me.
I have
we gotta
never
be
heard this,
somewhere off to the
guys.
side or something steamy. I don't know because it does dry you
On
out.
Valentine's Day, please don't put roses in the bathtub. And think about it. It's not happening.
We're gonna take it to the bed.
Fuck
We ain't gonna be in the
Valentine's
I'd rather
Day.
do the balcony. I'd rather do the balcony. It's the thrill in that. Like that's gonna be natural. The water rinses away
Your
juices.
natural
It rinses
juices.
it
It does.
away.
It
So
does.
it's like I don't get it. I hate it. Oh my god.
I would say balcony too. Which one you prefer?
I would say both. Probably balcony.
You a balcony girl. Don't act like that.
And I always
Don't act like that.
purposely cite and promote this one hotel that has
She got the blue hair. Come on.
whole
Give us the
fucking
plug.
hotel. Oh my God, it's called The Shade, and they have it in Manhattan Beach, and they have it in Redondo.
Okay.
They have a whole tub on the balcony, every balcony.
Oh.
They got a what?
A tub on the balcony.
Oh, on the balcony. What is this called?
The Shade.
The Shade.
Oh,
Take notes, y'all. The
Take
Shade.
notes. Valentine's Day on February
that
14th.
fucking hotel.
Yes.
That hotel is everything, and I always want to request the first floor.
The first
Why the
one.
first floor?
Because it's like right there.
Mm.
You see the people on my bike. You can go on your bike. Oh, this is my hotel. Hey, how you doing?
Okay,
I'm the same.
so let's talk physical type. I know you said you're open and into whether it's a stud or not a stud, but what is your preference when it comes to women?
Okay, so it's weird when people ask me that
Mm-hmm.
because I had got asked that before. I do see myself more to stud. So guys be like, so if you like a stud, you like guys. But it's a different kind of stud.
Mm-hmm.
You have a feminine stud.
Mm-hmm.
You have if they have dreads or if they have braids or they have whatever, it's so different.
What's the feminine stud? Like one that probably still like shave her armpits.
Like the
Oh,
bride?
everybody shave. They shave. Hey, let me tell you, the last one I was with, that bitch shaved everything. That bitch had so many. I didn't even have a razor to her fucking apartment because the bitch had everything.
So like the brat, how she wears makeup
Oh, she a
still,
feminine
is that a
stud.
feminine
Oh, yeah.
stud?
Like I could do that. Like I could do that back and forth.
But is that a feminine stud though?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Like that whole back and forth, I'm okay
She
with
wear
that.
lipstick, lashes,
Yeah, exactly.
all that.
I don't have a problem.
But then
That
baggy
just-
clothes.
It just
That's
embodies
a feminine stud. It's
Are they wearing straps, feminine studs?
I mean, straps are fine.
Then
'Cause
why
that-
not do the real deal? You don't do that.
Here's the thing, and I hate when people say that.
What? No, I'm the public. I'm the public. Okay, you giving me a 101.
We're
Seriously.
learning.
So, like,
Help me help somebody.
literally, with a strap. Okay, so everybody says that. So if somebody uses a strap, that's like somebody using a dildo,
Mhm.
and they're straight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We all use that, and we all have used that.
Yeah, but women use it because you ain't got no man.
Okay, confession, I've never used a dildo. I'm not saying I never would, but I've never used a dildo. Ever.
Honey,
I've
I
never
have one that
experienced
sticks
it.
to the wall.
I've never experienced
No,
it.
I've had one.
So
I've
does
had
it
one.
feel like the real thing or no?
No.
So
No,
that's
it
why you're
doesn't
saying
feel like
why
the
not
real
just do the
thing.
real thing?
It's not the
thing.
real thing, but the
Okay.
idea is the same. Like it's
Okay.
going inside of you,
It's
but
going inside
it's
you.
not it's different because you know, like
Okay.
with a guy,
You're controlling it.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's what makes
So,
it
like,
better.
your pussy, and
Uh-huh.
you are controlling the fuck
Yeah.
out of that dildo. If you
Okay.
could snap it up, mine snap to the wall. And if you can snap it to the wall, you can do some tricks, you can bag it up, you can do some things, you can
So
sit
it's
on
really
the chair.
prepping you for a
Okay.
man. It's really prepping you for a man, not a woman.
Basically.
Mm.
So
the woman
now,
can't
like,
penetrate you.
Not like that.
no, I mean,
Not
but
at all,
even
it's a little
with
finger.
yeah, but anybody can fucking do that.
Yeah, finger. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Like,
But
you
that's
can do
why that man that's why he's checking for you. You doing all them tricks on the wall, but you
Let me tell you
carrying
something.
people out, but you don't want them. Like, you know, like you're not being fair.
Let me
ain't
tell you,
right,
all
that
these
ain't
men
fair,
come with
that ain't
issues, and I ain't got time for that.
But the women do too.
Everybody has issues.
Yes.
And I want
So why you
everybody
wanna deal with
to
a woman
say
that
that.
Why you want to deal with a woman that
Everybody deals with issues. I deal with it because that's where I'm at.
Is it
How did you
aesthetically,
get
like,
there?
I've been there.
physically pleasing? Is that?
I've always been there.
But you just didn't embrace it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I swear to God, you're the only person that actually said that exact word that
Mm-hmm.
I say all the time. I never embraced who I really was.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Throughout my whole, because I knew it from high school. I knew it from elementary. I knew it from, I've always known I was different from my whole entire life.
So tell
wait.
me this. Wait, let me.
Okay, go ahead.
So with that being said, let's just say you embraced it. You embraced that life.
I felt like I should have embraced it a little more
Look,
sooner.
if you would have embraced it sooner, would you have accepted the idea that you wouldn't have kids? Because you wouldn't have your sons if you would have embraced
I
it
probably
sooner.
wouldn't have my younger one, though.
But you still would have had the younger one.
I
But
would've
no,
had
but not
my-
if you
no,
embraced
I
it.
would have had my older one.
Her older one is 21 years old.
Yeah, but
I had him when I was 17. So
but she been feeling this since she was in middle school. Before she.
But you saying like, what if you were never with a man?
I'm just saying if you embrace it.
But I felt like if I was more embracing it after that years, I didn't have my younger son till I was 24. I had my oldest at 17.
But your friend that you was talking to, you said she never been with a man because she always embraced whatever that was.
She
so
always
knew
who she
when
was.
you think about that, when you think about it, and you go back to that, it's kind of like, are you grateful that you didn't embrace it because then you wouldn't have had your kids?
No, I felt like I probably should have embraced it a little bit sooner.
Because that's who you truly.
Because as of right now, according to all my friends, they feel like I'm going through a phase right now. And I'm not.
I always think that when I was in middle school, girls used to be like, "Oh, they gay," and I used to be like,
"I'm not going through a phase." Like I'm literally not. Like if I don't give a fuck if I turn around today and call that person that kept on calling me all night long, and have him over and have him spend the night. I'm not gonna do shit to him, but he could stay right over. I still am not gonna
you
fuck
can
him.
Move in. You're not getting the pussy. It's just not happening.
Fucking on. And he knows that. He got it one time because I just wanted to prove to him, and I wanted to prove to myself, and I was mad at myself after I did it. So angry with myself.
Okay.
Like, why did you do that? It was a waste of time. You felt nothing.
You didn't even want that.
I felt absolutely.
So one of my questions was, but I thought I know the answer now. Are you with women for fun, or do you see yourself settling down with a woman as far as like long term the rest of your life? But it sounds like
definitely feel myself settling down with a woman.
Okay.
Because I feel more when I'm with one.
You feel more like a woman with a woman?
A lot more.
Okay.
The only person opinion made matter to me was my two boys.
And
what did they say?
The oldest said, "I knew that." The younger one said, "Are you happy?"
Aww.
I don't care. Bye.
So you're
Can
good.
I go back to my game?
Yeah.
That's the only people that fucking matter to me. I swear to God, nobody else matters.
Yes. That was another one of my questions. I feel like with two women, how do you approach women or like get at women? Because I probably had a woman get at me like 2 times in my whole life.
India, everybody.
Like studs don't get at.
Fucking beautiful.
Thank
both
you.
Of you
but
guys,
studs don't talk to
everybody
me.
will fucking try to get
Studs
you.
don't. No, they don't.
They be trying to talk to her.
Not studs. Not girls or lesbians.
I think maybe like one time, but
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen like that.
So I never get that at all, unless they're a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend.
That's what I'm saying. You have to know that they're down.
Is it something that they give up? Because you know how they say like gay men know other gay men. Like it be something that give off. Is it the same for like women who like women? Like is
I don't know how you get this shit off.
Right, that's what I'm saying, right? I guess maybe you get googly eyes. Maybe y'all stare at each other.
But we have masks on now because I can't googly eyes nobody.
Okay, so I'm out of questions. If you don't have any more questions, then we're done, I think. Do you have any questions?
I have 2 questions. So earlier you mentioned, you presenting it all to your sons, and one being okay with it, whatever makes you happy. The other one, like, I know it, or I knew it already, right? And so pretty much that's the form of acceptance, right? No judgment or nothing. So as a mom, if they were to come to you, one or both were to come to you with that same confession or, I don't know, realization, would you have that same acceptance?
I wouldn't care. I would accept it.
So it's across the board for you. It's not okay if you had a daughter, but it's not okay because you got a son.
Even if I had a daughter.
Yeah, but a lot of people is accepting of it as it's hard, but I could accept a daughter, but a boy, absolutely not. I don't know, I can't tell you. But.
So different things happened throughout my years as a teenager. Me losing my virginity at 14, it was not my choice, but it happened, and it was with somebody, was a family friend. So with that being happening, and that I feel like that plays a major part of who I am as an adult. And it sucks because I just got in contact back with that person.
You contacted them or they contacted you?
I seen them in public We exchanged numbers. And I had to explain to he asked me a question. He was like, "Why would you tell everybody that?" I was like, "My nigga." I was 14.
Was he an adult or was he underage as well?
A whole adult.
Okay.
You pick me up from school. You have a whole vehicle. You're over the age of an age.
For sure. I think it's honorable that you said that how you would accept your kids, because I feel like a lot of mothers, especially black mothers, wouldn't. And we need more of that, because I think we're stuck in our way and our thought of, you say your dad is homophobic, but I feel like a lot of black people, even if it's not to the extent of your dad, are homophobic as well. They may not be homophobic as far as a coworker or even a friend, but when it comes down to their child, if you would not accept it, you're homophobic. So the same way you can accept it for a friend that you claim you love, what is the difference with your son? So that's a good example that I think we need more of, because honestly, I think that people don't live in their truth and who they really are because of that. And it's like how you said, all I care about is if my kids accept me, and I don't care about anything else.
I know.
I can imagine the
if they
kids
didn't,
feeling like, as long as my mama accept me, nobody else
and
has
then to find out when she don't accept you.
Imagine
the weird point,
like that's where
about it,
suicide comes and everything else. So the mom needs to love
exactly. If
their
my
child no matter what.
babies did not accept anything that I do, then I literally, my life would be a secret.
Right.
They would never know nothing.
Yeah.
They would know I'm fucking with a nigga. They would know everything I do is a dick. Dick. And I pussy.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
That would be the thing. But the fact that my kids are okay with that and they don't give they don't, and they really don't. It's so, I repeatedly.
They would tell you if they did. Even if they didn't tell you, you would know. Kids, you know your kids.
Same-sex couples on TV, whether it's in a cartoon, a TV show, a reality show. Right. So you being
every show I watch.
So right, exactly. So with you being
it's like I used to work at Olive Garden, and there's a whole gay actor, and he was on AB. It was like an AB show that he was on CBS or no, Channel 4. AU Bayou. And his name was Eddie, and he is gay. And he was on that show. They're on a whole third season.
So my whole thing is
so I was proud to see that. I was proud to see him on the show. I watched that show frequently because everybody would say I'm a little white girl trapped in a black girl's body. I am. Hello. I love every corny white shows you could think of.
Right, but my question is, so that I think that a show here and there is cool, but do you feel like it's beginning to, like, if too much of it, it's kind of like sending off influence the kids to believe or feel like, because you saying you knew from a young age, you just didn't embrace it, but it is some kids or a lot of kids who just don't know, and because they don't know don't mean that they are that.
So you think that?
So do you think that the shows influence?
Before she answers that, I want to answer you because it's gonna clarify your question. Do you think that people can be turned gay?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm saying that as a person that would prefer to be in a same-sex relationship, when you see it, do you feel like the media is pushing it too much?
No, I get your question, but I'm asking before the question. Do you think that people can be influenced to be gay? You said
I mean,
no.
I don't know, but I'm starting to feel like it's possible. I would say, like, if you put it on a cartoon and a kid watch that, it's you telling them that it's okay to be that, not because they genuinely feel like I was born different, but because that's just what people do.
Okay, so prime example, that's like everybody push on people and on women and men that you need to have a perfect family. You need to be married and have a kid and a house.
The American dream.
Exactly.
The picket fence and all that.
All of that. So some of the stuff that is on TV,
as it pertains to same-sex,
I feel like they do a lot.
Like, do you feel like sometimes it's a bit much? It's like, because even so, some people will argue, right? Like, at one point, it was too many movies where it was depicted like too much slave stuff, right? and that we seen a few and we feel like, okay, and we tired of it and all that. We don't want to keep seeing that though. We don't want to keep seeing ourselves in that way. Okay, gang violence, whatever, killing. Okay, a few of these movies are cool, but we don't want people to keep...
California is known for gangbangers. So
right.
I'm from New York, so when I get people like, oh my God, you got the Crips and the Bloods, and oh, you live in Inglewood. You're the area that I grew up in when I moved out here. It was Inglewood family.
Yeah.
That's all I ever knew.
Right.
Before I met everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
but that don't mean you want to keep seeing that. Because there's more to life than that. And
exactly.
I think that I'm. It's not really about my thoughts. I just wanted to see, because you would say I'm biased because I'm straight, so I might look at the TV screen and feel like they shoving it down people's throat. But you being who you are, are you looking at the same lens as me and perceiving it the same way, or do you perceive it to be different because of like your stance?
I see it as far as they have to put it out there because everybody's equal. We all have to treat each other equally. So I see the movie people, TV people, and however people, they put that together because everybody has to be equal. But sometimes, I think it's over
saturated.
Sometimes I do think it is, but then sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think like, you know what, it is what it is. It's like we need to embrace that. Okay, fuck it. We have transgenders. Then we have people that don't identify themselves as that. And that's okay. It's okay for who you identify yourself, who you are. Now, do you need to broadcast it? I just feel like sometimes it's a bit too much.
I think
sometimes I don't feel like it's not. So, prime example, show that I'm watching right now, and I've been watching it. Zoe Extraordinary. The guy that's on there, he's gay, but he's straight. He turned into a straight woman. I'd be like, sometimes this is not too much.
It's a bit wild. Like, how does a gay man turn to a straight woman?
Like, but because you want to know why? Because I follow every actress and every actor in all their experience.
But that's you being an intuitive adult, though. So we know. Let's take it down some, because that's you being who you are and you being an adult. But we talking about kids. We talking about your sons. We talking about other people's sons. We talking about 6-year-olds. We talking about them turning on a TV screen. Because as we discuss stories, coming into that realization that you are who you are is complicated. It's not easy. People kill themselves and go through a lot before they identify.
You expose them for other stuff too.
They do, but a lot of people do that though. That's why when they be dying,
they kill themselves because they're not accepted. They don't kill themselves because they feel how they feel. Yeah. If they felt how they felt and the world was accepting, it wouldn't be so many.
So to soften it up, so that they will stop doing that, you shove it down the throats of the world, of everybody.
But my thing
because you forcing people. That's what I'm saying. So you saying they not accepted. So I'm gonna force you to. I'm gonna force everybody to accept it. So then we could decrease the amount of suicides in the gay community or the lesbian, whatever community. We gonna decrease that by forcing everybody to accept it. But in that same thing though, like, it's not just acceptance though. A lot of those documentaries, when you follow them, people be going through internal stuff that they really don't understand and don't, like, nobody can help them get it, because they be like, it's like you said, you always felt it inside, but you just never, it becomes complicated. I feel like you exposing kids to all these complicated emotions that they don't need to be thinking about while they kids, because they don't even know what that entails.
That is absolutely right, but at the same time, it takes the person to identify who they really want to be and who they are.
And that's fine. And you was able to do that in your middle teenager.
If I'm going to say I'm straight, I'm straight.
No
Yeah.
matter what the
turn
fuck is on TV.
Exactly.
So the show that you mentioned, Zoe, whatever, is that a kid show or is that an adult show?
It's more of an adult show, but at the same time, like, it's on TV. Like,
so you can
everything is on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kids see
I think
shit.
it's smart. It's a few cartoons.
There's a lot of
cartoons
shit.
where same-sex couples on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got kids.
It's just tricky for me because I have a hard time saying.
It's weird.
I have a hard time saying that I accept lesbian, gay people. I accept transgender people. Be who you are, whatever. But don't show me though. Like I have a problem with that. Like if I don't feel right feeling like, yeah, you guys can be who you are, but don't show my kids though. Well then you're not okay with them being who they are then. So it's like I feel like, and I'm not sure because I said this before on the show that I'm not sure if I think that people are born gay or if they can be influenced to be gay. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, and there's no science.
But if it was influenced, if it was proven to be influenced, then you would have a problem.
If
with
it's
what's
proven
on TV,
to be
right?
influenced, then of course a TV show can influence you, just like a cousin can influence you or whatever,
Right.
whatever.
And anybody can influence you into anything. I can influence you to, hey, you should be a bartender. Oh, hey, you should be a fucking stripper.
Right, but this is the
I
thing.
can influence
if you
you.
can be
You know what I
influenced to
mean?
be whatever, then you can be influenced by your
But I
cousin
can
at the
honestly
family reunion.
say
It doesn't mean that I
Yeah.
have to make the TV shows more sensitive to you so that you're not influenced. Maybe you're an easily influenced person. If this is reality and what's going on in real life, there are gay people out here, trans people out here, and some of that black people, and I don't want to relate it to race because it's totally not the same thing.
It's
But
everywhere.
it's to make it a simple example. The same way that black people want to be represented on TV, a trans person, a gay person can feel like, I want to be represented on TV because you guys don't understand, but this is my real life, and I want to see more people like me on TV. So I get both sides of it. I'm kind of like torn. I'm not comfortable sitting on one side. I'm not saying I'm for it 1,000%, but I also have to give pushback because I can't say that I accept it and then say, but don't show it on TV though. That doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. But at the
It's
same
tricky.
time,
It's
I feel like
sensitive. You know, I know you do. I was responding to what you said.
And it's like you don't. It's not to say that they don't need to be on TV, but I'm saying like all aspects. Like even with the comparison with black people being on TV. Yeah, black people want to be shown on TV more. They want to be depicted. They don't want to always be depicted as slaves, right? It's so much more to being a black person, and I feel like being in a same-sex relationship is so much more to being in a same-sex relationship other than sleeping with a man, kissing a man on
But
TV,
if you don't
or
show
having
the
a
same
kid.
sex, how would you know that it's a same-sex relationship? The
I'm
fact
just
that
saying
you
they
don't
don't-
like
but-
that it's a same-sex relationship. That's what you don't want to see.
No, I'm saying it's not that I don't want to see it. I don't think it needs to be on cartoons and certain things. I don't
So
think
you
want
to see it, but not too much. That's what I said.
I think that you shouldn't introduce it to a kid. That's what I'm
So
saying.
you're
It
okay
shouldn't
with
be on
seeing it as long as
cartoons.
it's not on kid shows.
When you're an adult and you can comprehend what's going on, then you can watch it because you at an age where you can make your decision. Like she made her decision when she was older.
Right.
When you are a child, no, you can't.
And that's why I specifically asked the show that you mentioned. You said it's an adult show.
But hers is
so
adult.
what you're saying,
But it's
is
other. It's actually cartoons.
No, I
though,
get that. I get that.
I don't know the
that
name
part.
of it.
I don't know that part.
There's kids that's fucking 8-year-olds.
No, I get that, but let's make it clear what everybody's opinion
Right.
is. The sense that we're
So
saying.
yeah.
You're saying that as long as it's not on a kid show or a cartoon that's geared for children, then it's not bad because it's not geared for children. So if it's all over the HBOs and Showtime, then you're totally fine with that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, so we want to thank Nelly, Bar Nelly.
Yes.
We are going to add her, so give her page a look.
Definitely.
Book her for an event. She takes COVID tests every 2 weeks.
I do,
She
honey.
got an extensive background. She does her own thing. Worked at the GS, worked at the district, worked at a few others. You know, we're not gonna name them. They should forever remain nameless because they didn't do our girl right.
They always tonight though.
Yeah, don't go. But thank you for joining us tonight. Please make sure to go to our page, like, subscribe, comment. Please share your thoughts. Our DM is also open for commentary. And a few weeks ago, we mentioned on one of our shows that we are going to be introducing a new segment. We're going to test it out. It's where we have live call-ins. And we wanted to know if you guys wanted to join in. If you do, please submit, let us know. Send us a DM and let us know that you'll be interested so that when we get that rolling, we'll have your name, we'll contact you and get that together. Send that in a DM if you want to be a part of the live call. If you have a topic that you want to be discussed on the live call, shoot it in the DM. And until then, we'll see you next Thursday.
Yes. Bye.
This is.
I swear to God,
What she saying?
they say you gonna make mommy broke.
Dang.
What?
They say I gonna make you broke.
Cause you eat all my food. You eat all my money up.
You got cheese like me?